Blue Jay fans, oh, it is beautiful, and it's a great time for me to say this. Welcome to the spring training preview show, because tomorrow, spring training gets going for the Toronto Blue Jays, and the regular season gets going on April the 8th at Rogers Center against Marcus Semien and the Texas Rangers. I will be at Rogers Center for that, so I cannot wait for that to happen. And I know a lot of Jays fans are hyped up. But first off, let's get through spring training. The first few games are always hype and it's exciting. Everyone loves to see the new faces, see all the old faces back out there, see Vladdy crush a bomb in spring training, see guys go scoreless, all that stuff. It's great, but then after like game 2 or 3, we're like, okay, we're ready. Let's get the season going. But obviously the players need to get into their mojo again, get their timing down. The pitchers need to build up the velocity more, get their feel for the ball a little bit better, and all that stuff. That's what spring training's for. That's why it is so long. But the key thing, especially for the Blue Jays this spring training, stay healthy, please. Because obviously last spring training we had the Kirby Yates nonsense where the guy never threw a game for the Blue Jays in the entire season, and George Springer went down to spring training. We all know what happened all last year with that. So for spring training, good. I love to see Springer hit 500 and hit 12 bombs and Vladdy go 612 bombs. I don't care at all. You could go 0 for 40. I don't care. Stay healthy. That's all I ask. Now, obviously, we want to see some good baseball, though, and first game of the season, first game of the spring training schedule is tomorrow. 1:05 first pitch against the Baltimore Orioles, and Jose Barrios, I believe, gets the ball for the Jays in that game against Spencer Watkins for the O's. And you know, a funny quote came out today from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I wouldn't say a funny quote. It's a quote that's just gonna hype Jays fans up even more than we already are. This is the quote. Last season was the trailer. This year's the movie. I mean, if that ain't poetic, I don't know what is. These guys are ready to win now. Anything less than a playoff berth is a failure. Heck, anything less than like a CS seems like a failure at this point. The way this team is constructed and the way these guys are feeling, it is crazy. Now, before we get into that stuff, I want to go through the rotation I have, the possible bullpen arms, and the possible opening day lineup, if healthy, for the Blue Jays that I have lined up here. And you guys can go nuts about that in the comments. But the way I want to word this to you guys is this video is not about me. This video is not about me just splurting nonsense to you guys, because it's a spring training preview. I can sit here and talk about, well, this minor league guy I'm excited to see. No, because who wants to hear about that, right? People want to hear about the fun stuff, the regular season stuff. Well, this video is not about that. This video is about for you guys going in the comments and going nuts. Your thoughts, your feelings on the upcoming season, your thoughts on the spring training. What are you excited to look for? What are you excited to watch? I'm just excited to watch baseball again. That's all I'm pumped about right now. So, the way I'm going to work it this season is the way I do it every year. Every week, I will be doing a weekly recap for the Toronto Blue Jays spring training schedule. So, we're going to make it this year Wednesdays. Every single Wednesday, I'll be doing a recap of the past week's games. So, obviously, tomorrow is game 1 on a Friday. So, Friday against the Orioles, Saturday against the Phillies. Where we got? Sunday, Pirates, Tigers Monday, Yankees Tuesday, Phillies Tuesday. So after that Phillies game on the, Phillies on the Wednesday. After that Phillies game on the Wednesday, I will be or maybe I was off for the days. Heck, I don't know. Either way, I will be doing a video then, after that Phillies game, breaking down the Orioles, Phillies, Pirates, Tigers, Yankees, and Phillies games, just going through the key numbers. And wow, this guy had an unreal game in this one. This guy looked great. This guy looked great. Kind of running through things real quick, because spring training, I'm not going to sit here and do a video about every single spring training game, because, you know, people, like I said earlier, after the first 3 or 4 games, people are like, okay, checked out. So, let's get away from that stuff. Let's get away from the spring training, okay? This is my starting lineup. This is my pitching rotation, and there's a bunch of bullpen arms I fired together. Jose Barrios, and you could say this is in order, all right? Jose Barrios, Kevin Gausman, Alek Manoah, Hyunjin Ryu, and Yusei Kikuchi. That's my rotation. You guys can flip-flop Barrios and Gausman if you want. You can flip-flop Gausman and Manoah. You can flip-flop Ryu and Kikuchi. You might have a different rotation. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on a rotation. Now let's get to the bullpen real quick. Again, this is not about me, this video. I'm just giving you my stuff. You guys go nuts. I got Ryan Borucki, Adam Simber, Thomas Hatch, As much as, he was starting in AAA, I just don't believe Thomas Hatch is a starter. That's just my feeling on that. I think he's a great long man, or maybe like a seventh inning guy for this team, especially since the bullpen help is what this team desperately needs. Thomas Hatch, I got Anthony Kay, again, a long man lefty out of the pen. That's just my feeling towards him. He hasn't really found it as a starter at the big league level, so that's where I fit Anthony Kay. Tim Meza, we all know how he finished up last season. We all know that. Julian Merriweather, I think with some spring training and some mojo getting into the year, especially the way he started last season before the injury that kept him out the majority of the year, I thought Merriweather was phenomenal. He can pick up that form again. Same with Nate Pearson. Can this guy stay healthy? Or are you going to fire him? And see, the question I have for him, though, is are they going to go into the camp with looking at him as a start? And if that's the case, well, I guess they're throwing him in AAA as the opening day starter. And that's how they might work Nate Pearson, kind of have him down there seasoned up and ready to go. Or do you use him as a late inning guy in your bullpen? Like, that's a question that's legit right now. It seems like the Jose Ramirez stuff has kind of calmed down over the last couple days, but who knows what's going to happen moving forward. We didn't know Chapman was happening until it happened. We didn't know Kikuchi was happening till it happened. So who knows what's going to happen when it comes to Jose Ramirez and the Blue Jays. But as of right now, Pearson is a Blue Jay. So where do you put him on your team? Do you put him in AAA as a starter? Do you put him in the back end of your pen? What do you do with Nate Pearson? Obviously Trevor Richards, Jordan Romano, Ross Stripling is your long righty out of the pen. And if he can get his visa stuff figured out, Yimi Garcia. That's my bullpen. I might be missing some guys. If I am, let me know who in the comments. But also, if you want some other guys to get into that mix that I don't have written down here and have not talked about, let me know in the comments. It's all the discussion video. Now, here comes the one that Jays fans love to talk about. The lineup. Now, this is my lineup and the reason for it. I think the first three, heck, even the first four are self-explanatory. George Springer, number one, playing center field. Obviously, barring any health concerns, he's playing center field. Bo Bichette at short, no doubt. Vladdy at first, no doubt. I got Teoscar Hernandez going next, and he's your DH. That can change around with Grichik and right and all that stuff, but I'm going off of Teo being your DH and batting fourth. I have Matt Chapman batting fifth and playing third base. Again, you can flip him and Teo if you want. Depending on how things are going during the season, you can move. Obviously, things are going to move around, but that's where I have Matt Chapman right away. Six, I got Gurriel playing left field. And then I got Randall. Now, so this is the interesting part, right? I have Randall Grichik batting seventh. Now, hear me out. And he's playing right field. He's a much better defensive right fielder than Teoscar Hernandez is. So that's my take on Grich. I got Danny Jensen batting eighth. And let me hear that. I know people are going to be like, well, why is he batting ninth? Where's everybody? Where's Biggio? Where's Espinal? All that stuff. I get that. So let me just explain it. So Jensen's batting eighth for me and obviously catching. He's your best defensive catcher. Look, people love Alejandro Kirk. We all know Gabriel Moreno at some point this year is going to make an appearance. But at the start of the season, Jensen's my 8 guy because with Kevin Biggio, in my opinion, being your starting second baseman to start the year, because that is his primary position. You know, he's played some right field where he looks okay. Third base, left field, good luck. He's not playing there, especially with Matt Chapman now on the team. Second base, he's looked a lot more comfortable, and it just take a massive load off of his plate, right? So that's what I want him. And you tell Biggio, just be yourself. Go up there, look for pitches. You'll get pitches to hit. Why? And when Kevin Biggio gets pitches to hit, man, he can drive them. And you put him in the number 9 hole, what if he doesn't get anything to drive? He ain't going to chase. Turn that lineup over with a guy on base. That's my take. That's where I'd love to see Kevin Biggio hit in the number 9 hole to turn that lineup over big time. I'd rather him be there with a high OBP to get on base for my guys, George Springer, Bo, Vladdy, all at the top of the shop, than Danny Jensen, who, you know, over his career has never been a consistent guy of getting on base. About a $140 hitter last season, something along those lines. Really nothing consistent for the Blue Jays over his career. So I don't really want him in that spot to turn the lineup over. That's my take on the lineup. What are your thoughts in the comments? Do you have a different looking lineup? Let me know in the comments, Jays fans. This is about you. This is about you guys going nuts in the comments, what you're looking forward to seeing in spring training. Maybe your rotation, your bullpen, your lineup. Go nuts in the comments below because spring flipping training starts tomorrow. And I can't wait. You know, Orioles, Phillies, Pirates, Tigers, Yankees, Phillies. That is the teams the Blue Jays will be facing over the next 6 days or so. And I will be talking to you guys after that Phillies game on Wednesday, breaking down these past games. It doesn't matter about wins and losses. Let's just see how guys are doing, check on the health of everybody, all that stuff on Wednesday. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this short, well, it's a short video. It's 10 minutes. Smack the like button. You guys know this one. Hit the subscribe button. You guys know that already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video. Thoughts on the offseason. What you're jacked up for the season. Go crazy in the comments. Twitter is down below, so follow up, send me damn all that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow night as they are at home finally taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. 7 or 7:30 tip off there. I'm not too sure. All right, as they look for win number 6 in a row, but that one game after a long road trip, going to be tough. Let's see how they do it tomorrow night against LA. And as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they look to continue to buzz after these last couple great hockey games as they are in Nashville on Saturday night, 7 o'clock puck drop there, looking for win number 3 in a row. All right, and as for the Blue Jays, I will talk to you guys next Wednesday, post-game between the Jays and Phillies, talking about the Orioles, Phillies, Pirates, Tigers, Yankees, and Phillies games. All right, breaking this puppy down for you and talking about our Toronto Blue Jays. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and you're jacked up for spring training to get going tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.